Hello guys, what is up? This is Shatner's Prodigy, and today I'm coming at you with another episode of Fabled Quasar vs. the World. And I'm sorry about the little pause in the week of noden. I got a little bit sick. I was just under the weather for a few days, nothing I could do about it. But I'm back now. I'll put up 2 videos today, and I'll try and make it to 7 videos. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll do what I can. So anyways, here we're playing against Mr. Patchix, and the reason why I scoop here is because this is my first duel ever having noden in my deck, and I just really want to see what it can do, and I don't feel like sitting through this guy's combos and then have him negate something with Quasar, so I just scoop it up. And I'm a little bit ashamed of it, whatever, but I scoop it up, so I just decide to play out my turn as I would. So my hand is pretty busted. I open up with instant fusion, which is already good. Here I'm trying to decide what to do, so I normal summon out Tuningware, knowing I can revive it with Noden, and I can revive the Chawa with Ares Rock Sunrise, so I draw 2 off of that. I draw into Soul Charge, which just makes this hand even better. I'm stuck with some cards in my hand that I can't get out, which is going to make Reagan a lot less powerful than it would be. So I'm forced to normal summon out my Lurry, which I take back, which I can do because I'm not actually facing anyone. So I pay 1,000 for instant fusion, summon out Noden, and I bring back my Chawa. Nope, just kidding, I bring back my Tuningware. And I go for a level 3 or 4, which I go for a 4, draw a card. Ares Rock Sunrise back the Chawa, and here I'm able to go off. Now I can get Chawa to my hand, make a level 5 using those 2, and then make a Reagan using these 2, and because I have a Librarian and a Reagan on field, I'm able to get some mad advantage. Draw 2 by desynchroing the, the Formula Synchron, which I'm not sure is a legal play, to be honest. I'm pretty sure one of the materials was disturbed, but it doesn't matter, because here I'm just showboating for you guys. I'm seeing if I can get a double Quasar. Doesn't look like I can, to be honest. Let's see, I think I'm going to get a Cerberell to my hand right here. I don't have any Cerberells. Okay. Wow, I am just going in. So I bring back Level Eater, making Hyper Librarian level 4, and I can't go for a level 5, so I don't bring back Level Eater, and I just scoop it up. Done with that duel, let's move on to the next one. Here we're facing off against Davix. I go first, as always, and let's see what I draw into. Okay, I normal summon out the Fabled Raven, which, I hate that card. It's such a good card, but I just hate it, unless I can get it off with Mizuchi. Anyway, so I add Cerberell. I have that broken play of going into Reagan with these 2. I activate War Arthau to get most likely a Lurry to my hand, so I can make, yep. So now I'm going to make Fabled Raven level 4, and special summon out those 2. So now I have the option to make 2 level 5s. I decide to make Teacher Hyper Librarian first using those 2, just so that if I draw into a desynchro, I am not able to use it on Teacher Hyper Librarian. I can use it on the Reagan freely. Reagan comes out, he's going to draw me 3 cards, which is oh so wonderful. A little pop-up appears there, sorry for that. So discard Level Eater because I have no way to get out of my hand, but luckily I have the Quasar in the form of Glow Up Bulb. I bring back Level Eater for some obscure reason, okay? And then I'll draw 2 off of Formula, and I draw into Nizuchi, so I go for level 4, which is going to be Phonon Pulse Dragon. Yep, okay. I don't use Phonon Pulse Dragon's effect, so I'm able to Synchro Summon more. I bring back the Level Eater, bring out a Quasar using 3 4s. I don't draw, bring back Glow Up Bulb. I go for my second Formula Synchron here, draw a card. And I have that Soul Charge in hand in case I need to extend my play further. He's like, wait, you can't Synchro Summon. You summon out Phonon Pulse Dragon. But see, the thing is, Phonon Pulse Dragon only stops you from special summoning if you use his effect to change his level. Since I didn't change his level, I have no restrictions on how much I can summon. As you can see here, I'm going pretty dang ham. So I bring back the Level Eater, I go into my little Mistbird Colossalus, but there's only so far you can go whenever you're in this situation. So I don't know what I did there. I'm like, wait, hold up, what am I thinking? And then I use Raven's effect. I don't know what I thought. I messed up badly here. I don't know why he quit. I should have just brought back a level 5. And luckily he didn't stick around to find out how I messed up. I think what I planned was, yeah, I could have made Quasar this way too. And yeah, I had 2 Quasars anyway, but I would have had it easier with less threat of Valor if I would have just done it that way. And then I draw into the Instant Fusion, so I could have if I had more stuff in my extra deck, I might have been able to make a triple Quasar, but I just couldn't. So then I'm talking to 14 Fluffies. He's a guy from Capital G's chat. I mean, nothing I can do about that. So this guy lets me go first. He's about to find out that's a horrid mistake. He has no cards in extra deck, so it's guaranteed to be Clifford or Exodia. So here I'm forced to make this kind of desperate play, discarding. Nah, it's a good play. I'm able to get Reagan on board with that Instant Fusion in hand. Here I go for TG Hyper Librarian, or at least I should. Nope. I go for Reagan, draw 2 cards. Luckily, they're 2 cards I can set. And then I activate Upstart Goblin for whatever reason. Pro tip, don't do that. If you ever are in a situation where you can go into a Reagan and you have an Upstart Goblin, set the Goblin, go into Reagan, then use Upstart Goblin. That way, if you draw into something that, you know, you can't exactly use, it doesn't really matter because you have 2 other cards in your hand as opposed to just only drawing 1 off a Reagan. One digs 3 cards into your deck, the other digs no cards into your deck. And I just opened broke. I drew broke off a Reagan there, I'm not gonna lie. I got the formula synchron I needed. But you know what, me opening broke is pretty standard for the deck. I draw 2 cards here, and I could use Grimrow, but I just use 1 day apiece. I get Hatchricker. I decide to not use up too many resources and keep something in my hand to make a comeback play next turn. So I'll just pass it here. Nope, I'm lying. Why would I ever play conservatively? I decided to go more ham. And this guy's like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah man, it's just starting, don't worry. And I'm like, I haven't even used Noden yet, boy. I'm just gonna have. Yeah, so I'm playing 2 Instant Fusions and 1 Refusion in this deck, just so I can get the most amount of recursion possible. And there you see I draw into the 2nd Instant Fusion, which is essentially dead. So I just decided to set everything and desynchro my Reagan. And he's wondering what my face down is, and he's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, I wonder what it could be. It's a mystery. And it's Chicken Race. I mean, what other field spell would I be running? Yeah, I mean, call me a jerk for that, but I will belittle people all day if they do something dumb like that. So, got Level Leader in the graveyard, gonna use his effect to bring him back, and then use Ares Rock Sunrise to make that double Quasar, no Soul Charge needed. And if I do draw into Soul Charge at this point, I could make a triple Quasar. That is if I ran 3 Quasars, which I just simply don't. I couldn't find the room. So let's count this up here. Because of Noden, I was able to summon 2 Quasars and go +6 in that turn. And because, take that in, I just went +6 off of Noden. That card is so broke. I love Noden. I love Noden. If you take one thing away from this entire experience, just know that I love Noden. This guy's playing some type of friggin' Magical Explosion FTK thing. One thing you gotta know about Magical Explosion, it doesn't work if you have Quasar. I mean, I'm just gonna stop his effect to draw off a Royal Magical Library, and at that point it's just GG. Here I say I stop him from adding a counter, which I can't technically do since his effect doesn't technically activate. But I mean, it's the same result. He scoops it up anyways, and here he's reading Quasar, and he's like, okay, GG. Yeah, I had a great experience in Rated where some guy was playing this same deck, and on his turn he activated, he went off on his turn. I was playing Necroz because I'm a scumbag. And he's like, okay, well, GG, flipped over Magical Explosion, flipped over Life Equalizer. I'm like, hold on a second. And to his Magical Explosion, I chained Perform Repel Damage Juggler. And man, that guy was so salty, you could fill up the Atlantic Ocean and call it the Dead Sea. Oh my goodness. So, anyways, we're up here against Sir Epic. He's playing Black Wings. I take 200 damage. And, okay, so let's see what I can do here. I draw. I discard my Lurie. I go Lurie's effect, special summon him out. I'm going to normal summon on my Raven. This will get me to Reagan. I decide to set my 2 back row after I use my Raven's effect. Maybe I made a slight misplay in not just special summoning out the Raven. So I use Reagan's effect. He uses Delta Crow anti-reverse, which wrecks my face. So I special summon out Chawa, and then he uses Icarus attack. This is what you call getting thoroughly wrecked, guys. Nothing I can say about that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll put out a deck profile later today, and hope you have a good day. See ya.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry.